Hi guys, my name is Brent and this is my 2 cents. Today we are going to be looking again into the Pokies reform which is going on in Australia at the moment, which has been spearheaded by this man, Mr. Andrew Wilkie. Now he's an independent MP from Tasmania whose support managed to help the Gillard government come back into power after an incredibly tight election late last year, which I don't think anyone will forget. But key to his support has been, of course, his mandatory commitment policy for pokies in an effort to reduce problem gambling. Now, seems like a good idea to me, but there has been extreme, and we're talking major opposition from Clubs Australia. Now, this is the spokesman for Clubs Australia right here. His name is Andrew Ball, and they have been on a fierce campaign to try stop these new laws. They've called the introduction of the smart card technology a gambling license. It's not a license, but it's the sort of language that sort of puts a bit of a scare into people. Now, whether you're a big gambler or not, I think you would be silly to admit that there is no such thing as problem gambling, and you'd be silly to say that it's something that should be not dealt with. I mean, it is quite a nasty situation that finds some people broke, some people losing their homes, their families, and in a lot of cases, in many worst case scenarios, find themselves attempting suicide and succeeding. Not cool. Now, during the debate, there's been a couple of interesting things said by Clubs Australia, and one of their main arguments is that they are scared that if these reforms take the effect and have the impact that they think they may have, that they are going to lose a lot of revenue, and with them losing a lot of revenue, they are saying that means that the local community is going to lose a lot of revenue. Now, that's a little bit of a worry because no one wants to see communities suffering, and neither do I. I mean, that would be a terrible thing. There is always the issue of where the money comes from. Is it blood money, so to speak? I'm not sure. That's, you know, a lot of hardship comes out of problem gambling. So, and apparently 40% of the total revenue raised from pokies is from problem gamblers. So it is a huge amount of money. Now, there was a lady on Insight during the week, and her name was Betty Con Walker, I believe, and yes, this is her book just here. Now it's looking at the New South Wales clubs and how much they put back into the community. Now, I thought this would be a little bit of interesting research, and I sort of delved into briefly have a look into the book and see how much money is donated to the community, because this is, of course, one of the key arguments that Clubs Australia is making. So I had a look. And get ready for it, guys. It is a massive amount. I hope you're ready for this. Well, not so massive, actually. The clubs in New South Wales donate a whopping 2.7% of their $3.2 billion in pokies revenue back into the local community. That is not much. 2.7%, and that is prior to... There is a 1.5%, basically a tax rebate to money donated to the community. So, in effect, it's apparently been around just over 1%. So, that is just amazing. Where all the money goes, I don't know, but it is phenomenal. But I think we'll leave the last word today to one of the people who spoke on Insight on SBS on Tuesday night, and she was there defending basically the Clubs Australia position, and was against mandatory pre-commitment. And this is what she seemed to say about her pokies habits. I'll leave you on this. Bye.
How much do you spend a day?
Depends on how much I win or lost the previous day and previous period. If I win a jackpot, I will be spending a lot days after. If I have not much money left, I play little.
Okay, how much would you spend though? If you win a jackpot, do you put it all back into the machine?
Yes, because I try to win more.